All right, I'm gonna push record.
Here we go.
All right, boom, and we're live. Here with me today would be known to most as a woman of the night, a woman that will sex you down if the price is right, a woman that will not only please your mind but please your wiener if you're into that sort of thing, and you're a man that likes women with women body parts. Please welcome the legendary star of the Cathouse series on HBO, Airforce, Amy. Thank you for being here with me and spending some time.
Hi, Jay. Thank you for that great introduction. And thank you for having me.
Of course, yeah. I'll
How
be.
are you?
Go ahead.
And how are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna be up front with you. Air Force Amy, I'm tired today. I play in a hockey league, and the game last night started at 11:10 p.m. and that's probably around the same time most brothels open their doors. But I'm tired as hell today, and the weird thing about that is, no matter how tired I am or how sick I am, my libido will be at 700%, like all the time. And I can get chopped in half by a helicopter propeller. And if a woman is bent over in a skirt, I'll still figure out a way to make it work. And maybe I shouldn't have said that, but I'm saying it because I don't know how many milligrams of caffeine I took today. So we're
Well,
on.
you know what, Jay? That's why I love hockey players. Kid you.
Oh hell yeah!
I love hockey players. I have not met one hockey player yet that can't stand the test of time and give me a run for my money, okay?
Woo!
Yeah, and let me tell you what, you are lucky, Jay. You are a one percenter in today's world. Okay, you are really a one percenter. I swear, there's low T and low libido and low sex drive happening all over the United States. I've seen it happening in my industry. So, God,
Really?
are you single?
Yeah, I'm single. I'm single and ready to mingle. I'm ready for you to pull your goalie. I'll I'll score on an empty
Oh,
net.
wait, yeah, I might need a little hockey player in my life.
So listen, Air Force Amy, how did you get into the brothel business? Did someone from ZipRecruiter reach out to you, or how does that work?
No, they do advertise on their websites, but I heard about it. I'm 13 years old, hitchhiking around the United States, had a crazy little home life when I was young, and I was just like, yeah, let me out of here. I gotta go. I didn't. Well, actually, I was gonna get caught like doing a lot of things, and I didn't want to get caught because that was like severe punishment. So I ran away, and I'm hitchhiking around the country in truck stops, and
Damn.
I'm on Highway 80, going past the Mustang Ranch, and you hear these girls on the CB. This is like 1985,
Oh yeah.
84, no, 19, wait, okay, you do the math. Um, it was in
Oh,
the
I'm no
early
better at math. I'll tell you that
early
you're.
80s, 70s. Okay, so well, they were still hawking clients on the CB, so they're going past the 80, and the guys are saying, "Oh yeah, that's the Mustang Ranch, and it's a palace, and the girls are gorgeous. They're all uh, models." And I was like, "Oh my goodness," because I was doing the same thing, but in truck stops. Okay, and it was really scary, really, really, really
I think we
scary.
call those
And
lot lizards. Is that what they were called back then? The lot
got it.
lizards?
Our lot lizard sweet cheeks coming in.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. I'm 13 years old, knocking on a truck door, going, "Hey, mister, want a blowjob?" And he's like, "Fuck yeah." And I said,
Oh my.
"Okay, for real. I mean, come on, man. How does that happen? Luckiest day of his life, you know?" So I thought, oh, yeah. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going to go work at the Mustang, indoors. Yeah." So,
It's a place with
yeah.
air conditioning and damn heat.
Right? So, yeah, they said, "Oh, you have to be 18 years old." So I was, they're going to shut that dream right to hell. So I joined the military. So I ended up joining the military instead. And I did really good, a highly decorated veteran of the United States Air Force. And it came time to separate with the honorable discharge. I was like, yeah, they wanted me to re-enlist. And they said, all right, cool, give me a bonus and or re-enlistment bonus or a cross train me. They didn't want to do that. So I'm stationed in Las Vegas. I said, fine, I'll just go down to brothels. And like, you can't do that. So it was an ultimatum. So it was an ultimatum that got me into the legal brothels. Ultimatum that got me into the military. Me and my ultimatums, right?
Oh yeah.
So I went straight to the chicken ranch from Nellis Air Base. It was like an hour's drive away, and it's what I've been doing ever since.
So, what types of things tend to happen at these brothels? For because maybe there's some innocent listeners, probably not, but maybe. Can you go ahead and explain what sort of things? Like, let's take me through an experience of a brothel. If I walk into a brothel, like, what's gonna happen to me?
Okay, first you're gonna see a building. There's gonna be a big gate around the place, and you're gonna ring the bell, and then you're gonna come through the door.
Mm.
And most of them are decorated either like antiques in Virginia City, like an old brothel you would see online. Some of them are decorated. Um, the Can we start this over?
Oh no, we're good. Keep going.
Okay. So you're gonna go up to the door. You're gonna ring the bell. You're gonna ring the bell. You're gonna walk in, and the lady's gonna check your ID, make sure that you're 21 or 18, and then they're gonna ring this bell, and a bunch of girls, the most beautiful women you ever seen in your life, from every shape, size, color, are gonna come line up in front of you. They're gonna introduce themselves by their name. Hi, my name's Amy. Hi, my name's, and they're gonna ask you to choose a lady.
Oh.
So yeah, I mean, right there on the spot, you're gonna choose. So it's just like, first impressions are everything. So you're gonna choose a lady, and they're gonna really, 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 really try to make you choose a lady. Otherwise, you can just go to the bar and the girls will come up to you. But they really want you to choose a lady. So you're gonna choose a lady. She's gonna take you on what's called her tour. She's gonna walk you around and show you the place and get acquainted and calm your nerves, and you can get a drink. You can go have a cocktail.
Hey, what do you mean by calm your nerves? What sort of things happen with that?
Oh, guys come in are so just petrified. Okay,
Oh yeah.
you know, they're not hockey players.
Yeah, little
Okay,
scared Stevens. I got it. Yeah, they're not hockey players.
yeah,
Yeah, they got all
they're
their
not
teeth.
hockey players. They're not that bold. Okay, so you're fearless. They're not fearless up here. And so we calm your nerves and take you to ultimately take you to our room, which is like our office, and that's the only place that you can get prices. You can't get prices online. You can't get prices over the phone. You can't get prices in the parlor. It has to legally take place within the girl's office, within the licensed legal brothel,
Mm,
while she's actively holding a license.
damn, you have to hold a
There's lots of
license.
rules. Yeah,
How
there's
do you
lots of rules to this.
how do you go about getting a
You get a
license?
license. Well, a license in the county that I work, it varies from county to county.
Hmm.
And this county, you can't have any felonies. You can't have any charges that deal with theft, prostitution, drugs, or weapons.
Okay, that's a confusing one that you just said. You can't have prostitution. Wouldn't this be considered a form of prostitution? I don't get the laws, and
It
I
is.
honestly I think it's
It,
dumb. I think prostitution should be legal. That's just my
right,
viewpoint on it, but like
right. I mean, we're actually like the last frontier that it's okay to bash. I mean, everyone else is protected now, but not the prostitutes. They're the last marginalized people on earth that just don't have a terrorist group fighting for them.
it's bullshit. It's bullshit. I mean,
Yeah,
like
it's really crazy.
if
But anyhow, so yeah, we get this. We have to be licensed, and prostitution is not legal throughout Nevada. It's only in counties that have you have to have a population of less than 700,000. So that wipes out Clark County, where Las Vegas is, and it wipes out Washoe
mm,
County, where Reno is, the two largest cities.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
so each county votes whether or not they're going to allow legal prostitutions, and the ones that do, then they have their own ordinances as to how we operate.
Do you try to go out to Vegas and market and then you'll have to take them off like out of that county?
Well, I'll market. I'm actually building a website right now, airforceamy.vegas, and
Check it out, people.
and I will hustle them to come see me at the Bunny Ranch in Northern Nevada. A lot of people think that we're in Las Vegas because they saw this show Cathouse on HBO, and they just think Nevada, sex, Las Vegas, and they think we're in Las Vegas. So already I'm answering a lot of emails that say, well, no, we're not actually located in Las Vegas, but we have hourly commuter flights on Southwest Airlines. You can come up and see me as long as the transaction takes place here on property. I can go anywhere with you in Nevada. So that's how that works.
So how does how does a transaction work? Like, do you pay for the service that you want? Like, say I walk in there and I just want a blowjob. Do I say that, or like what happens? Do you?
Well, here we are. We're still. Remember, you asked me how it works. So we're in the girls' room right now. Okay,
Yeah, we're in the girls'
you
room.
and the lady are in the room, and she's gonna ask you what you want to do, and probably mostly like she should. I train a lot of the girls, and they should be pre-qualifying you, number one. And they should have their hand on your package and sexing you up, and you should have a hard on right behind your girl's butt. Okay, number two.
That's easy.
All right, we're gonna put you under the ether, right? We're gonna put you under the ether, and then we're gonna tell you what our prices are,
Ooh,
and then we're just gonna, yeah,
deviant.
you know, yeah, we're gonna give you our prices, and you're gonna object, and then we're gonna counter your objection vigorously. Okay.
You
And
already
she's
know
gonna
it.
try and get as much money. She's gonna get as much money as she can for doing as little as possible, and you're going to get as much as possible for the least amount that you can spend.
Yep.
And you come to an agreement somewhere in the middle, right?
Uh huh.
Hopefully,
Yeah. Hopefully.
or or towards your benefit. You know, so we really want to see you guys. We don't want to turn anyone away.
What
So
happens?
you're gonna agree on we're gonna agree on what you want to do, and we set cash or credit, and you can do cash or credit. You can use any amount, any combination thereof, and there's no surcharge for your credit card. So you're gonna agree on a price. You're gonna take that money up to the front to the hooker booker. The
No,
hooker booker
no,
is
no,
not
you didn't.
yeah. The hooker booker.
Hell
She
yeah.
handles the cashier handles all the transactions, and they keep a tally of it. And we all have it goes for our accounting, and we get paid the next day. Our 50% minus room and board and other things that you might incur that week get taken out of that check, and you get paid every day except Saturday and Sunday. You get paid on Monday. So, and then at the end of the year, they add all that up, and we're independent contractors, right? So, um, legally or realistically, we would give the ranch a 1099 saying, yeah, I gave you 50% of my money. But what they do is give us what's called a courtesy 1099 that tells us how much money we made on our take.
Do you
So
do
we
you
can
think
tax
the
it.
50% is fair, or do you think it's unfair?
Well, that's the way it's been, and it's not going to change.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know, I don't know if you're going to say it's fair or not, but you know when it's not fair, when it gets up to a party that's like $100,000 and they give you 50,
Mm.
that's unfair.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's unfair. But on a daily basis, when you're doing your regular parties and we're from, maybe 5,000, 5,000 a day or 8,000 a day,
Damn.
10,000. But like I said, when it gets into the six digits, that's where it hurts, right?
Yeah, that's a giant chunk of money just
Yeah, that
going to the
hurts because
house.
you're obviously doing a lot of stuff for 100,000, right? You're
Yeah.
spending, some. I've seen some guys spend 100,000 for 4 days.
What? Oh
You know,
shit! All right, there we go.
yeah,
What if some
yeah.
dude pays $100,000 and just like pre-ejaculates? Like, can he try and get his money back? Like, walks in the room, you touch his leg, and he squirts out.
No refunds, baby. No refunds. Everybody gets a refund.
All sales final,
Everybody's just
bitch.
wanting to get a refund, get done and refund. Yeah, no, that doesn't happen. Once you
Damn.
drop that money, it's dropped. And if you have a complaint, you have to make that complaint right there on the property at that time. Let us fix it, okay? Otherwise, and that's one of the reasons that it's so expensive because half of what you spend does go to the ranch, and what you get with that is a lot of guarantees. Now, if you go look for sex from a stranger, a lot of bad things can happen. That won't happen here. Okay, there's no one under the bed going to steal your wallet. No one's outside the door going to hit your head.
No one under the
There is a
bed.
place, right? I mean, that happens, right?
It sounds like that was a very specific one that you just brought
Yeah,
up.
I mean, she steals your wallet, and you're like, yeah. She goes in the bathroom and comes out. I mean, I read these horror stories, not horror, but horror stories from Las Vegas, man. There's a lot of tricks goes on, right? A
Oh
lot of bad
yeah.
stuff happens.
Oh
A
yeah.
lot of bad stuff happens. So here you have it's a legal entity, and you have a complaint system. I mean, if you're doing something illegal, crime breeds crime, and you really don't have a complaint system. Okay. Oh, I was doing a criminal act, and I was buying dope, and I got ripped off. Yeah, please don't care.
I
Okay.
don't give a shit.
Right? So here you have a complaint system. So that's where 50% of your money goes. You have a complaint system plus we're guaranteed to be free from STDs, chlamydia, and all these. We see a doctor once a week. They check us for 5 different STDs plus chlamydia, once a
Damn.
year plus an AIDS, and once a year for hepatitis A, B, C. We're immunized for all these other things too, right?
Do
So that's where half of your money goes.
do the
And
guys have to get checked out before you sex them down?
they do. What we do is called we do what's called a dick check. Okay,
Dick check.
a dick check.
That's that good old. That's that DC. Oh yeah.
Right? It is a DC. That's what we call it. DCs. They're called DCs. So when a girl first comes to work with us, she has to learn how to do a DC. And what we do is we look for open sores, genital herpes, genital warts, and it's just a little 5-minute check, and we can tell. Normally, you can tell if somebody has something. It smells.
Ugh.
You know right off.
Oh
You know right
no.
off the bat. You
Look
pull
at
your pants down. You're like, baby, we can't do this today.
Yeah, looking for warts, sores, making sure that thing's over 2 inches so you can at least party a little bit.
Yeah,
I get a little
yeah.
DC.
You gotta
Yeah.
go see the doctor, baby. So, that's when you go, oh boy. And like if a girl, she sees something that she's not familiar with, she'll go get an older, someone more seasoned and come check and be
A
like,
little bit more seasoned. Well, yeah. What the fuck is that on there? Can you tell me what that is?
what is
Jesus.
that? Yeah. Because there was a day and time where we were not allowed to refuse clients.
Oh
You know,
no.
Yeah, some places, many years ago, we were not allowed to refuse clients. So the girl would be like, "Well, oh no, he's got a wart," and you just,
Yeah, he's got a wart. Smells like the devil's dick.
oh
Ah,
yeah.
damn.
But to be
Yeah.
honest with you, I'm 33 years, and I can count on one hand the gentlemen I've had to turn down because of STDs. I think there's just something about our business. They know that they're going to get checked or something, but
That makes sense.
you don't encounter that clientele.
Yeah, that
You
makes
just
sense.
don't encounter it.
It makes sense
You
that
know,
there's probably
so
more STDs flying around at college campuses because that you're just like hammered and it's spontaneous. You don't know what you're getting yourself into.
I'm telling you, one summer I was hanging out on the Las Vegas Strip with some girls, and the people that we would encounter, everyone had herpes. I was like,
Whoa.
everybody. It was insane.
That's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, the stuff that goes on outside of the legal brothel. I'm so sheltered inside the brothel. I just don't encounter the same things that illegal escorts and prostitutes do. And I tried it for like 1 week. It was I couldn't do it.
Oh.
Escorting, it was impossible. I'm really spoiled. We are all spoiled, in these brothels. We have these fabulous rooms and fabulous clients and fabulous marketing. And it's just, it works way better. The legal model works, whereas the criminal model doesn't. So even like when like Connecticut and New York City, they're decriminalizing prostitution, but not legalizing. Okay, so decriminalizing, what they're doing is making it not a crime
Yeah.
for the escort, but a crime for the John. So what that does is put everything in the John's arena. He gets to say, well, I'm the one that's going to get in trouble, so we're going to do this. So it just he gets to be more demanding. Well, I'm the one that's going to get in trouble, so we're going to meet here. I'm the one that's going to get in trouble, so I'm only paying this. So they really hurt the ladies.
Yeah.
Incredibly. They tried that model in Canada, and it just doesn't work. It took all the power out of the girls' hands, and they already are powerless. So it's just lawmakers just don't make sense anymore. They just don't think things through. They're like a bunch of second graders. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Doesn't, yeah. It wigs me out too. Like, what really bothers me are like those sting operations where like you entrap someone to be with a prostitute.
Right.
Like, both parties want this, like, the woman usually understands what is going to happen and she wants money and is completely fine with giving her body up. The man is okay with giving money up to get some pussy. So it's a fucking transaction that both parties are on the same page. Why can't you make that happen?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so instead, I have to take you out to dinner and do this little hoo-ha dance where we both know at the end I want some sex, and you want free shit. you want money. It's the same shit. We're just jumping through hoops. Let's just
Yeah.
cut the bullshit out.
Yeah, it cuts out the bullshit and the dishonesty. It's good, clean, safe sex with no
Hmm.
strings attached. Okay, what's the problem with that? Is beyond me. What's the problem with that? But where the real problem, what I see, is pimps. Okay, so pimps get celebrated and
Yeah.
prostitutes get berated. Okay, and there's no one. Females don't inherently want to just rip off guys. Okay,
Yeah.
you know, we're nurturing and kind and soft people. And
Hmm.
it's just when you put the pimp in there, he's the one beating you, telling you have to get this, you have to do that, and they're just they're oppressed and being abused. So I mean, I think they just need to just really come down on pimping as opposed to prostituting.
Yeah.
Women, I mean, we're okay. We can run our own business. We can do this. Okay, we can do this and keep you coming back because women are just better businessmen. I gotta tell you that.
Well, it's about like, yeah, what better person to have in
Isn't it?
charge than a woman that's like giving men sex? Like, why would a man
Right.
be in charge of that? That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, yeah. So they got to take the criminal element, which is the pimp, out of the picture, and then when you see like street prostitutes, it's more of a addiction and mental health problem, just like homelessness. They have to treat the street prostitution like homelessness, and they have to take the pimp out of the picture and let women be empowered and run their businesses, and everything's good.
Yeah, I guess that's one of the issues that would take place if prostitution was legal, like the sex trafficking and stuff. Like, how would you be able to tell if that person was under command of a pimp? I mean, I don't condone that shit at all. The sex trafficking is really sad. I know it's really popular in this country and other countries as well, and I hate hearing about that shit. Like
Yeah,
young.
they need to crack down on the pimping and the pandering and yeah, but if you don't use a legal model like we do with the brothels, where we have ordinances and rules and legalities and licenses and control,
Yeah.
where you can, things are being controlled at a health department level, a county level, a state level.
Mhm.
I mean, it's just like weed. You want to legalize weed, legalize prostitution out of brothels.
Yeah, there's
What's the big,
regulations.
I can just tell you that you can come to a legal brothel and have the time of your life, and you can get ripped to the gills, and nothing bad is going to happen to you. You
That's
can come party your little ass off, and you have no concerns that something nefarious is going to happen.
Do people have to be
I just
worried?
don't.
Like, say I'm at a casino in Las Vegas and someone comes up to me, because this has happened before, and they're like, "Do you want party favors? Do you want to come back to a brothel? Do you want to, like, shit like that?" Like, are there some sketchy
Yeah.
people that are trying to get you in trouble and lead you somewhere that ultimately will not be
Yeah,
beneficial?
in the illegal model, especially in casinos in Vegas,
Yeah.
there may, I think the security allows for, they may allow like a couple working girls they know that are paying them off or something.
Yeah.
But no, Las Vegas is the worst place, the worst place. The worst things happen, and the most nefarious things happen. Okay, even if you're going to hire an escort out of an escort service, the girl's gonna get there and say, well, yeah, it was only 500 to show. Now, if you want to do this, and then she's gonna charge you up to
Oh.
many, many thousands of dollars, and you're just not safe there in your room with her because she has someone else outside there. I mean, you're gonna get hit, man. It's just dangerous. It's really dangerous, especially in Las Vegas because it's such a tourist town, and
Yeah.
these girls can turn and burn you. These guys can turn and burn you with no recourse.
You got to be pretty street smart, don't you? I would imagine that you're probably pretty goddamn street smart since you've been literally on the street since you were a teenager, right? Like navigating that
Yeah.
life. Damn, has it?
Yeah, the underbelly of America. Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
street smart. I think mostly I can size up a situation in a matter of seconds. I can tell you whether what this person. I can just I have an intuition about people that I can tell you whether this is going to be good or bad. Or how I'm going to have to handle it. So I can relate to people at all levels. I can
Yeah.
I can size up a situation in an instant. As far as being street smart, I'm I was in some pretty dangerous places.
You allowed to
Let's put it
share
myself
anything?
there.
Something that's at the top of your mind?
Well, well, you know what? There was a time when I was not clean and sober. I'm clean and sober many, many, many years now, but there was a time when I was not, when I was in Las Vegas
Mm.
and trying to get a hold of some stuff, and I got a hold of some stuff. And this big guy gets in my car, right?
Mm.
Big guy, and I thought he looked, and I felt as though he was innocent. My intuition said, yeah, this is a big baby Huey. He's fine. He's not gonna. And I thought, nothing
Yeah.
bad's happening to him. They were good, and I just read it all wrong. And yeah, he raped, robbed, beat me, left me for
Oh,
dead, broke a couple of
Jesus.
collarbone, split open my face, had
Whoa.
punctured lung, all kinds of things, and I still wanted to continue doing what I was doing. I still wanted to get high. It was so bad. Yeah, I went back to the brothel I was working at, and my face was just pummeled. Okay, and everything. I mean, it was pummeled. It was bad. And that owner, which was a really bad owner, one of the lockdown brothels from many years ago, he had me back working on the floor like in 2 days.
Damn. You had like
The
a.
girls were icing me because that was money out of his pocket. Yeah, it was bad. It used to be really, really, really bad. And some of the brothels still are really um, uh, we call them pussy prisons. Some of the brothels that we still call them pussy prisons. The
PP?
girls, I don't know how they get there and work there and can stay there. I guess if you don't know any better, is you think that's the way it's supposed to be and it's okay. But yeah, I can vouch for all the places that the Bunny Ranch owner owns. Kit Kat, the Sagebrush, the Love Ranch, and the Bunny Ranch. We basically almost have like no supervision.
Oh, that's cool. Well, that probably makes it like stress
Yeah,
free, right?
yeah. I mean, if you have to run an errand, you go home with your kids. You work a shift. You're good, and it's nothing like the ones that don't have
Do you
that
think
model in place.
Do you think a lot of these workers are there against their will, or are all of them there because they want to be there?
Absolutely, 100% because they want to be here.
Okay.
And our brothels that I can vouch for in
Yeah.
Lyon County, Lyon County, it's Mount House, Carson City, Nevada. I can vouch that no one is here that doesn't want to be here. They get hundreds and hundreds of applications every day,
Oh, damn.
every week. So it was just like me being on the road going, oh man, no palace, I can work, it's indoors. That's how
Yeah.
it
Yeah. What's the interview
yeah,
process like?
I'm not sure. I
Yeah,
don't know.
you're an
I know
OG.
like
You don't even know.
yeah, yeah, I don't know. I know back some many, many years ago, the guy made me take my clothes off one to see if I had any tattoos or scars, right? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? No. 'Cause I came straight out of the military and everything he wanted to do with me. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
crazy? Are you crazy? But now it's like, yeah, um, yeah.
That's a
So I think that you just have to, your pictures have to be real.
yeah.
You more than likely should be a people person. And I think that the people that do the hiring, the HR, they can kind of feel out whether you're going to be having a pimp or not, and we kind of really frown on and keep that element out of our houses. And if a girl does slip through the crack and maybe she does have a pimp and she
Ah,
wants to get away, we will protect her and
yeah.
cut that guy off. And we're behind iron fences. And I'm the first
Nice.
one. I'm front line. I'm like, nah, you're not gonna work with us.
That's Air
Yeah.
Force Amy.
You need to get depimped. Call me, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, we'll get rid of that guy.
When you're
Yeah.
having
So that's what we do. And so this is such a perfect model. We get attacked for being like sex traffickers, and it's like they just don't understand the truth of it. I think that people come after the legal brothels the same way as like gun control. You can't control illegal gun sales. You can't control the
right,
illegality of guns. So you're going to go after the people that are legal and licensed and take away their rights because you just can't do anything about the illegal element. And it's kind of the same way with legal prostitution. They're going to attack us because we're a sitting target and we already abide by the rules instead of going after the serious heavy sex traffickers because it's just impossible for them to
right.
control. Just like they can't control illegal drug sales and gun sales, they go after the legal people. So
Crazy.
that's how that works. But the truth of the matter is, once we get a girl in here, and we empower her to be a businesswoman, to have 5-year goals, 1-year goals. Get your, what do you want to do? Besides, I mean, you can make a career out of this like I have. That's absolutely fine. But
Do y'all
set
have
goals.
y'all have quotas?
We don't. We use no, not quotas, but it's kind of we're a highly motivated sales team, so we get prizes for making the most money per day and per week, and per
Fuck
month, and
yeah.
per year.
Some
You
incentives.
know, yeah, and I'm talking like Louis Vuitton,
Oh
Gucci,
shit.
yeah,
You know whose pussy's the
diamonds.
best by what kind of purse they have on them?
Absolutely, absolutely, 100%.
That's
Yeah,
so
who has the
funny.
most Louis? Yeah. So that and that's that's our yeah, we wear our designer wear as a mark of pride. But you know what, we get all this designer wear and we just look absolutely fabulous when we're going on out dates with you, right? So I mean, could you, we make you look like you're the man.
Mm.
Because if they think I'm your girlfriend or your wife, because I don't really look like an escort or a hooker. They're like, wow, he takes care of her, right?
Ah.
Your
Yeah.
man and looking all good with all my designer wear. It's like you look like you are the man. Not only am I hot as hell, sexy, and dripping with designer wear, then you gotta be some kind of guy. You're either a hockey player or
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
yeah.
So
So we make you look good. We make you
I
feel
bet you
good. We
do.
make you look good.
Make you look
People
good, make you
ask me,
feel
well,
good.
what do I do? What's my daily? If I had to put it all in a nutshell, what I do, I would say I give I give you confidence.
That's a big thing for a
So
man.
yeah. So you come in, your heart's been put through a blender, and and you, you can't get a date. Your heart broke. You're divorced. You're a virgin, and you can't hook up with girls. I'm gonna get a hold of you, and within an hour, 2 hours, you're gonna feel like $1 million. You know what you're doing. You have confidence. You make me feel good, and I take out all the fear of what
Mm.
you're thinking, and we just break that fear barrier and give you confidence, and you walk out feeling like a million
You're
bucks.
taking out the
Touching
fear
the
of
sky.
someone being rejected. It's all gone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of anxiety in men when because they don't know what the answer is going to be when they go up to a random person, and the fear of rejection is real big in the male community. So I mean, if you take that shit out, like you already know that she's going to go out with you, and now you're going to have a good time. It takes the pressure off. That's kind of fucking cool.
You, you hit that nail right on the head. I couldn't have said that better, Jay.
Woo!
I hadn't even thought of that. That's gonna be part of my pitch now.
Hell yeah! I'm in sales too, baby.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right.
Cool.
Guys are really being rejected. It's just there's something in society now hiding behind computer screens and
Yeah.
phone screens, and you look at Instagram and you see all these photoshopped people,
Yup.
and you think that that's what and it's not reality. Reality is eyeball to eyeball, hand to hand, skin on skin. That's reality, and we just need more reality and more connection in that way.
Yeah, that's cool. If you guys are looking for a marketer or a
Good.
field marketer, you let me know. I'll join you guys. That's cool.
All right.
Listen, I want to ask you this. Like, when you're having sex with the client, are you able to enjoy it, or is it like strictly business? Because once a hobby becomes a job, you kind of lose joy to it. So I'm kind of curious where you stand on that.
No way, man. I have orgasm every time. I can
Damn!
promise you guys. Okay?
Firecracker.
If you want to abuse it, whether you like it or not, I'm gonna have a nut. I'm gonna get a nut. Okay.
Hell
I'm
yeah, baby.
embarrassing. Some of the guys that I have an orgasm with, I should be ashamed of myself.
Damn, you all
I'm
right? You're
not.
shaking a lot. You having a seizure? What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, I should really be ashamed of some of the situations I've had orgasms with, but it is what it is. It's like it takes as much energy to fake it as it does to make it. So you
True.
might as well have an orgasm. You might as well feel good. It feels so good. I mean, the moment after, you both orgasm at the same time, and
That's what
that
I'm
it's just
saying.
the best feeling on the planet. You collapse into each other's arms, and just you don't have to say a word. Just enjoy that afterglow, and
Woo! I'm about to go masturbate right now. God damn.
we just need more of that. Mine nuzzled up in your neck and under your arm. And Big Daddy, just making you feel like you're really, got that man thing going on, all your machism.
Listen, like you work at a place where you're allowed to come on the job and orgasm on the job. Like if I were to do that, if I were to do that at a desk job, I would be fired. I would be fired and blacklisted from every corporation. Like some people, I don't know if you've seen the news, but like there's a lot of recent news that comes out where these people are accidentally jerking off on Zoom on a meeting and they're canned and they have to do like a fucking nationwide apology. If that was me, I am not saying sorry. I would not say sorry. I am proud to masturbate. I masturbate. It makes me feel good. Fuck you.
Yeah. So funny. Yeah. People wonder why I'm still in the business for so long. Well, one, it's like being, oh, who's that football player that can never retire?
Tom Brady?
There you go. Tom Brady. You love what you do. You're still the best in the business. And
Mm.
you know what? My job,
Yeah.
you can walk to work. If you stay on property, a lot of girls stay on property. If they come in from out of town, they just stay on property. So like you can walk to work, you can get drunk on a job, you get laid, you can take naps,
Oh,
and have orgasms, and it's just like, I don't think there's a better job.
I don't think so either. Shout out to my friend Professor Bach. She listens to the podcast and she's all about naps, so she'll like that.
Yeah, yeah. If you want to get woke up throughout the night for the guys that come in, you can work a shift from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. or you can choose any 12 hours that you want. And if you want to work overtime, you can as long as you make the lineups that are in your shift. So yeah, you take naps and get up for lineups. And you can take a nap. You can do whatever you want as long as you tell the cashier, as long as you tell the hooker booker, hey, I gotta go take a nap. Okay. Hey, I gotta go to the store. Okay.
All right.
Hey.
That's
Hey,
cool.
I can't work today. Why not? I can't see.
I can't see.
No, I can't. My eye hurts.
Okay. Which eye?
I
Your
can't
whispering eye? Jesus.
No, that was a joke. Somebody told me that. She's like, just here's your excuse for not going to work because I can't see coming in today. My eye hurts.
That's awesome. That's a good one.
Something I screwed that joke up, but it was really
No, I get it. Hey,
yeah.
for all the
Anyhow, so here we are in the room. Here we are in the room, and we're negotiating.
yeah.
We come to an agreement, and we take the money up to the hooker booker. She takes the money. We go back to our room. We have an absolutely good time,
Mm.
and maybe you exchange phone numbers and
Ooh.
stay in touch for the rest of your life. You make a good friend, or you get paid to go away. The guys that I really, really like, they usually are married or something, or just want to try one thing, one time. This is a once in a lifetime, so my wife won't do it. And I get paid to go away. I never see you again.
Pay to go away.
Yeah.
For all the
So,
insecure listeners out there, I want to ask this: does size matter for you?
it does not
Oh
matter.
shit! Oh my
Size
god.
does not matter. And, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
This is a long story. How long is this episode?
Oh, it could be as long as you want it to be.
Okay, this is a long story. So I had never dated. I'd never been in love. I'd never had a boyfriend because I was in this industry for 30 years, and it's just like I didn't see it happening. I couldn't see. I had princess syndrome. I thought the guy that I would marry would rescue me, and he'd be loaded, a billionaire, and I did it all backwards. I should have done that in my 20s, right?
Yeah, maybe.
but, but so here we are. The quarantine happened, right? So we got shut down for 14 months, which was really stupid because anything, any kind of health hazard happens, and the hooker's going to be the first ones to get over it. Okay, we're going to.
Yeah.
Got around age. Okay, we figured it out. They should have came and asked us how to deal with the epidemic. We told you how to deal with it. Okay, and we could all have still been making money. Okay, because we figure it out. Okay. So. And plus, we already had all these rules in place anyhow for hygiene and sanitation. So we already had all these rules in place to begin with. But anyhow, so we're shut down for like 14 months, and like 6-7 months into it, I'm like, wow, I'm really horny, and maybe I just can find a boyfriend. So I go on Match.com and I find this boyfriend called Madly in Love, and never been. I was just like, oh my god, love songs make sense. This is so great. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
And he actually wanted to wait a couple weeks before we had sex. And I'm like, that's fucking weird.
He's giving you blue balls.
That's fucking weird. But anyhow, so finally we get into the bed together, and I just didn't think that he had a really huge member, and I was like, oh no, this isn't gonna work.
You didn't say that out loud, did you?
I did. I said, this isn't gonna
Oh
work.
my god.
He goes, what are you talking about?
Holy shit, murderer. Oh my god.
Tell him, right? But here's what happened. Making passionate love when you're in love is so different than what I thought that I wanted this kind of guy with this kind of thing, and but when you fall in love, it all goes out the window. None of it matters.
Okay.
You're in love with the person. Nothing else matters.
But when it comes to lust.
But so size did not matter because it was the best sex I ever had in my entire life. It was passionate sex. I thought I was selling the best sex on a planet. I wasn't, because I had never been in love and knew what that kind of sex was.
Wow.
Now I do. And now I can tell you for sure I'm selling the best sex on a planet.
Holy shit. Yeah, I would imagine that you're the person that has a qualified answer for that.
Yeah. So
damn.
But, in the job life, size didn't matter because I couldn't even. A lot of people ask, "What's your favorite position?" And I can say, "Well, it's different with different people. There's different sizes, and shapes, and what people are like to do, and what they're good at. So it's all it always is different with each person. It's a different thing that I like more, right?
Yeah.
So it's such an individual thing. You can't measure everybody's penis and say, well, this one's better than that one.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, there's something to it when you have a real connection with someone. Like it's a different form of sex. It really is. It's like this overall human connection where it sounds gay, but like where you become one. When you climax at the same time and there's real love there, that feels so goddamn good. That's like a fucking spiritual awakening.
It is like out of this world. It is intergalactic.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
It's crazy how good it is. It's just like, I would just I couldn't believe it. So now I try to sell that kind of sex too.
Yeah. Have you? Well, you should write a book.
I'm getting super turned on right now just thinking about it. I'm going crazy.
Well, what the fuck happened to him? What happened, if you don't mind me asking? Unless you don't want to talk about it, that's cool.
Well, at first I had thought about, I was like, 30 years of the pandemic, what more do you need? I'm retired. I'm good. I'm done.
Yeah.
So I plan on just retiring and then just be with this guy. And then it got to where it got close to opening. And I looked at Suzette, and I have like a 25-year connection with this woman, and our owner had died a couple years ago, and I was like, and I was really mad at the governor for keeping us shut down. Okay.
Yeah.
So I had to make a stand with Suzette and be like, you know what, I can't let her open without me. I'm an icon and an industry leader, and if I don't come back, how do I know the other girls won't come back? But if I come back and say, hey, everything's okay, come on back, the girls would all come back, right?
Yeah.
So I just couldn't let her open without me.
And that was.
Plus, if the marriage didn't work out and I wanted to come back to work, she would never forgive me had I not opened with her.
Jesus.
And plus, it was a real fuck you to Governor Sisolak. We were treated so unfairly in the quarantine to keeping us shut down for so long that I would go to his mansion that he doesn't even stay at and just like flip him off.
Yeah, so many fucking industries got like wrecked because of that. It's such bullshit. Shutting everything down, restaurants, family businesses, like the brothels and shit. Like, calm the fuck down.
Like, stand in line with your mask on, and then you go inside, go to a table, and mask comes off.
Bro, I know, it's so dumb. Yeah, and on airplanes too, like you can take off your mask to eat. Right. What? Are you dumb?
Right?
Yeah.
I have like a permanent scar on my nose from the mask police in Las Vegas. I went down to
what?
Put your mask up. Put your mask up. Put your mask up. Yeah. And it gave me like a really, yeah.
Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
And it, yeah. It's crazy. So I don't think we're gonna have another pandemic though. I think that they got other things to do.
I think so too. The pandemics are all done. Fuck them. Fuck the
Yeah, I think they're
bullshit.
done with that. Yeah, I don't think anyone is going to stand for those kinds of rules again. I mean, they'll have pure anarchy and yeah, pure civil. I mean, real civil war.
Uh,
At least that's what my
Yeah, I think so too. Well, what we have to look out for now is this weird shit with the UFOs. I mean, I don't know if that's a fucking plan to keep us.
Oh,
I don't
well,
know.
this is I forgot about that, but I'm thinking, yeah, that's going to be their next thing because they have to have like these invisible um, threats, invisible threats, right?
Yeah.
And I'm okay with the invisible threat as opposed to a real wartime threat where people are dying for
Mm-hmm.
just some other person's cause or some other
Fear
person's
mongering.
political career, you know. So yeah, they have to keep you completely in fear so that you need the state. I don't know. We're getting into politics now.
Well, yeah. I mean, fuck them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, we need less government and more people. We need people that care.
Well, it connects because what it does is it keeps people's businesses from running. It keeps businesses like yours from running, and you love what you do. So if they come out with this shit that keeps people fearful from going out into the world, that directly affects you.
Yeah, well, it affects all of us. It's just tyrannical rule at that point.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? Just stay on top of my website because us girls, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna come we're gonna come see you.
You know what it is, Air Force Amy? What they
Of course,
need?
Amy's delivery service.
Oh, like fucking Amazon, same day delivery, one click, baby.
Yeah. Well, they were doing that too. The strip clubs were doing that. They had girls out delivering beer. So
Oh, that's a good
yeah.
idea. You know what they need? The government. They need to visit the brothel. They need a little
I'm
tension
telling
off.
you, you know what? This is how we originally got legal, like in 1971. Prior to that, we were never legal in the state of Nevada.
Someone blew Abraham Lincoln.
And but the brothels were still thriving. They were here and alive and running, and they would work in one county, and if the heat got really hot and they got ran out of that county, they'd pick up and go to another one. So Joe Conforti, he was the first one to put the brothels on solid ground in Reno. That was like in 1971. And the way he did that was his girls were all seeing, they were entertaining politicians,
That's
for
awesome.
$20 a pop, but they were greasing the right palm and the right member. They were greasing the
Oh
right,
yeah.
the right people in the right place.
Oh, that's the
And
way to
that was
do
it.
it.
you know. So I mean, that's the only way you get anything done is you grease the palms of the politicians, right?
Bring it back. Let's bring that
That's what it
back.
is, you know.
Make America
And
greasy again.
yeah, but yeah, and well, that's what it is. That's what the swamp is.
The
It's a bunch
whole
of greased
shit.
palms,
The
man.
swamp.
The swamp is a bunch of greased palms, and they've gotten so greased, so heavy, so that they've got out of touch with what the reason they were really there for.
Is there an archetype of person that has the best sex or like pays the most amount of money? Like you can just tell when someone walks into the brothel. Is there like a specific person that's on your radar that you're like, oh, this is gonna be a good customer?
You think, but as soon as you start judging and trying to pre-guess who has money, you're going to lose a lot of business,
Mm.
because like we allow guys to come, in and just at the bar. We have regular locals that just come in, they're late, maybe retired or after or contractors or whatever, and come in and they drink their beers and they never ever 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 party with anyone, right? So most of the girls would be like, well, why would I go talk to him? He never parties, right? We go back to the room, and I'm like, yeah, you never know, man. You go be nice to this guy every time he comes in, and I guarantee one day he's going to have a royal flush, or he's going to inherit some money, or
True.
something's going to happen. He's going to come back here with that money and come see me because I have been nice to him for all these years,
Ooh, that's the long game.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
And
point.
also, we're near Lake Tahoe in Incline Village, and these guys are billionaires up there, right? But when they come out here to the lake, they put on their flannels and their holy jeans, and they're just decompressing from society. And so you just can't judge a book by its cover, man. You never know. Kid just inherited. You just never know, man. You never know.
You know if they
Same
have
to everybody.
have like a gay brothel, like something that you guys are doing, but just strictly guys?
They do not. They do not.
Why's that?
um, I think it's homophobia.
Interesting. If I feel like there's a
One
lot of
hundred
money
percent.
to be made.
Yeah, it's homophobia. Otherwise, they would.
Damn. Hmm.
Yeah,
That's
because it
wild.
used to be we can't a male. It used to be the health departments wouldn't let it fly because a male can't check a female the same way a female can check a male for STDs. Well, that all got thrown out the window when we started seeing couples.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, that's not what it really is. So between you and I mean, let's call a card a card. That's what it is. It's homophobia. They don't want that.
Wow.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to bring
Cool.
this up because you had mentioned
Well, that's
this.
sad. It's really sad, right?
It is sad. It is sad. And I feel like
Right.
there's a market out there like that can just that seems like a fucking gold mine if someone were to open that.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
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 Maybe we think about that, huh?
Well, let's go into business.
I'm telling you. That's all the talent.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. Um,
Yeah.
so you had mentioned this earlier, and I wanted to come back around it. You said a lot of guys have low T nowadays. I'm wondering why you think that is.
Well, it's our diet.
Yeah.
The diet and medications that people have been taking. It's medicated that it gets passed on through the placenta. This is me. This is just the Air Force Amy. I don't have any. This is just me thinking off the cuff. Okay,
Sounds good.
and without any serious. I haven't really
Yeah, there's no evidence
read all
backing
the
it up,
research
really.
on this. I mean, there probably is.
I'm sure
I'm
there
sure
is.
there is. This is just me talking. This is just me seeing people a cross section of America between the sheets and knowing what I know without any real evidence or research. Okay, so I just think it's the diet and
Yeah.
medications. Period.
I would think you're right. That makes a lot of like our country is so heavily medicated. Do you know that we're one of two, I believe, countries that are able to show commercials for medications? Everywhere else has outlawed that shit. You are not allowed to show medicational commercials on TV. You are not allowed to
Yeah,
sell that shit or
it's
market it.
crazy. Yeah, because as soon as you start seeing these commercials, and all of a sudden, yeah, I got that. I think I have that. You
Yeah.
get unnecessarily medicated. That in the environment, I forgot to add that with the pesticides and plastics and things that they put in our foods and in our environment that are allowed to happen.
Yeah.
That, yeah, so it's our environment, our medications, and our food.
So have you seen like a significant change from like when you first started doing this till now? Like the type of
100%.
man?
100%.
Yeah?
100%.
Holy
One hundred
shit.
percent.
Whoa.
Yeah, 100%. Yep. Yep. Used to be a bunch. I mean, everybody was viral, and everybody I talk to now, I have an ED, I have an ED, I have everyone, every single one. That's why I said
Ah,
at the very
damn.
beginning of the show that you were a one percenter. That you would go, you have such a high libido. I'm not
Yeah.
kidding. So what I do with the gentleman that with the low libido, there's things that we do, I do that are more theatrical, or I have more tricks up my sleeve than just your average girl, right? So like I mean, like if you're gonna go 100 miles, 150 miles in a race car, do you want to go with a professional race car driver
Yeah.
or 200 miles an hour? I say 200 miles an hour. Do you want to get in the car with a professional race car driver or the girl you just met at the bar?
Probably a professional driver.
Right. So I have things in my toolbox. It's things that I've learned over the years that if it's just we can figure out if you have a medical reason for low libido, or if we can handle this through a series of sessions, or one little thing, just one different move here, different move there.
Oh my
Maybe you need
god.
maybe you need slower uh, um, um,
Y- y-
foreplay. Maybe you need more foreplay. Maybe you need less. Sometimes the guy, if you're doing about foreplay, it's just there's different tactics and different scenarios for different people and what your mindset thinks is sexy, what turns you on. So there's so many things we can work on.
You're like a tailoring service for sex. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, like someone that you just meet at the
Yeah,
bar is not gonna do that shit. They'll probably just lay on their back and expect you to perform.
right. And then and you don't. You think, oh my god, I don't have no sex skills. I don't know what I'm doing. Help me out. And you internalize it, and you're just, yeah. You need me to tell you, look, this is all you gotta do. It's all good. Try this. Yeah, there you go. Boom.
You're like in
That's
the you're like able to get into the mind of a man somehow. That's fucking crazy. That's awesome.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, people overthink it. It's such an overthought thing, and we put society in America mostly puts such negativity towards being sexual, and I'm sex positive, and I was told, like when I was young, why I ran away from home, I was told, oh, sex is bad, you're bad, this is bad, right? And I was like, I ain't buying that shit.
Did you grow up in a religious household?
Kind of, sorta.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Catholics, you know,
Yeah.
and yeah, so
'Cause
yeah.
usually the freakiest ones like are the people that go to like all the girls that go to like all girl schools and a Catholic schools. Like they can't wait to get in contact with the boy and just be like a complete freak. You know, it's always the ones that are sheltered. It's hilarious.
Really, you think the Catholic girls are the ones? That was a Frank Zappa song, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, damn.
I'm just here to say that sex is good, eroticism is good, sensuality is good. It's not a cookie cutter thing.
Yeah.
It's exploration and enjoyment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be ashamed of it. People should like find out what they're into and like explore and experiment. I mean,
Embrace it, yeah. Just to
right?
have married couples, it gets into such a routine that
Yeah.
and she maybe had never told him that. Well, I don't like it this way. Well, I wish you wouldn't do this. But instead of saying that, because
Mm.
it's gonna trip him out or screw up that session, might as well just get through it, just get it done with. And then a couple of years or a few years of just get it done with doesn't cut it anymore. And all of a sudden you're like, what the hell happened to our sex lives?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta go back to where you were in love and it was new and it was exciting, and keep it new and exciting. Don't let the daily doldrums
Yeah.
wear it out. And you know what? How about you both stay in shape? People are gonna hate me for this.
No, no, hell yeah. This is the right podcast to say that shit on. I say it all the goddamn time.
How about you just stay in shape, man? Make yourself attractive for me, both of you.
That's what I'm
Both of you.
saying.
Those are both ways, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. You nailed it. You nailed
Get
it.
out and walk for 30 minutes with each other every day. That's all you need is a 30-minute walk every day, period. Go take a walk and talk about things. I guarantee your sex life will get better.
You're like a fucking therapist. You know that?
That's just what I see for real.
That's the best kind of therapist.
People, yeah, like people, yeah, yeah, people are, you should write a book. You should, and it's like, I just don't even know all the stuff that I know.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
I can't tell you that this, and this is the way. Yeah, I can't. I don't think I can put it in a book.
Well,
I can teach you in an hour. I can teach you in 4 hours. I can teach you in a couple of years if you stay my client. But I don't even know what to put. I don't even know what I know.
well, here's the thing that I have. I have issues with like teachers, like college teachers that have never worked in the real world. Like they've always just stayed within the rope. So they went from like middle school to high school to college, and now they teach at college. So they don't have any real world experience. Whereas to a person like you've been hands-on, boots on the ground in the field, working it, getting these experiences. So now you're able to share what you fucking learned in real life with people that are having real issues. Like you're able to make a connection. And I'm like getting so much of that from just talking to you than some person, like some educator that just gets their information from a book. Like, okay, anyone can just read that shit. You haven't fucking lived it. There's no way you can connect to me like you are connecting to me right now, Airforce Amy. There's just no way.
Thank you. You know what I think as far as educators go right now is they're indoctrinated. They're not even allowed to teach what they know. They're not even
Yes.
allowed to teach what the boots on the ground, the things that they know are real. They
Yeah.
have to teach these unreal,
Mm.
fake, crazy things,
Yep.
And I don't think it's always been like that in America. Maybe to a certain extent, but not to what it is today.
Yeah, today's
You have to
fucking
go. You
nuts.
have to go to these indoctrination classes, and you have to teach, and you're blackballed if you don't teach. And it's just craziness, man.
Yep. Yep.
And then as far as therapists go, and they write their book, and they've got things. It's all a shtick. It's a
Yeah.
shtick.
Yeah.
Okay, what can I write a book on that'll capture people's attention and make me feel like an authority? And I say I'm the authority, and this is what it is. There's no evidence. There's no proof. They make it up. It's
Hmm.
all fake. Yeah, you gotta talk to real people. Talk to your family. Talk to your friends, and talk to people you trust. Don't. My grandpa used to say,
What's that?
um, yeah, and he always said it all the time. He said, "Don't believe anything that you hear, and only half of what you see."
Oof.
And this was back in the '60s and '70s.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
believe anything. He had gone through World War II.
God damn, that's a tough man right there. That is a hardened
You know?
man right there. Yeah.
Yeah, he was so funny. I love him. He was so funny. He was a drunk, but he was funnier than shit. That's where I got my sense of humor from. Was my grandpa on my dad's side. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you lived through World War II, you might be looking for substances to kind of alleviate that too. That's like such a
Yeah.
dramatic thing to go through. Good
He
Lord.
was just a funny drunk though. He was funny.
Good.
My dad was spoiled rotten. My grandpa was like the first. They were the first house on a block with a television. First house on a block with a guitar.
Yeah. Yeah.
He owned his own business. So he was a tool and die shop. And,
Damn.
yeah, he was
Cool.
successful.
Good for them. That's awesome. Air Force Amy, I wanna thank you for coming on here. We've reached the 1 hour mark. These podcasts usually go for 1 hour. I want to give you a second to go ahead and shill some of your websites, how people can reach you. If you want to leave the listeners with anything, go ahead and do so now.
Thank you, baby.
Sure.
Hey, AirForceAmy.com, Air Force Amy on Twitter, Air Force Amy on Instagram. Whether sometimes I'm there, sometimes I'm not. They deactivate me here and there. But Air Force Amy, That's all. Just Google Air Force Amy.
Awesome.
AirForceAmy.com. Sign up for my newsletter,
Mm.
right? So, you'll find out what I'm doing next. I'm being a guest on a lot of podcasts right now and getting my feet wet so I can start my own podcast. What do you think?
Hell yeah, you should. You're the perfect person to do that. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
So,
I'm all for that. Let me know when you drop that, and I'll promote the shit out of it on my Instagram.
thank you, Jay.
Sure.
I want you to come out and see me. I swear to God, I don't even know what you look like. I just know you're a hockey player.
Check out my Instagram. You'll see what I look like.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. I'll come out and visit you. We'll have some fun.
Oh, yeah, we gotta make that happen.
Awesome. Air Force Amy.
Ski?
Shit, what's that?
Do you ski?
I snowboard.
Snow ski or snowboard?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta come out to Tahoe, honey.
Ooh, that sounds fun. Yeah, I've always wanted to go out there. Okay, let's make it happen.
Yeah, come to Tahoe. We're gonna make it happen. Okay, yeah, AirForceAmy.com. Thanks, everybody.
You're awesome. You're like you're one of the most fucking awesome people I've spoken to. You're so down to earth. It's cool to talk to like a regular fucking person, and that was you. So that's
Right?
yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for being that. That's so cool.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Jay.
Sure.
I love you so much. I love you, listeners. You know what? Everybody, just spread some love, man.
Yeah.
Love, love, love. Get in the blood and try and love someone.
Ooh, there we go. All the listeners out there, thanks for tuning in, and go love someone. All right, check out Air Force Amy. All right, peace out, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Awesome, Air Force Amy. Thank you so much. That was great. You're fucking awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we talked about some crazy shit, huh?
Yeah. And I'm sure that's like just the tip of the iceberg too. I'm sure you have so many fucking stories. That's why you should definitely come out with a podcast. For sure. I'm all about that. Yeah.